So hello and welcome back to the new video of the Postman tutorial series. So in our previous video we have see header parameters in Postman. Now in this video we'll be seeing what are the path parameters in Postman. Okay, so a path parameter is that part of the URI where and it is denoted in the curly braces in the URI. Okay, so if I give example to you, look at here. I will just go to the a Swagger API, bookstore API. So it is very useful. We can learn many more things using this bookstore API. So head over to this URL, and you will see the bookstore API, and it's all these methods: get, post, delete, and methods you can see. And if I go over here, you can see. I just need to copy this one, copy this, and yeah, I can paste here. Okay, so here you can see this is our URL, and you can see after this last slash, you can see in the curly braces they have mentioned UUID, that is the user ID that they are passing with that request. Okay, so anything that is represented in that curly braces are known as the path parameters in the URL or the API. Okay, so we'll see one example of the path parameters in Postman, and yeah, try to understand. Okay, so I will go inside my Postman, and over here I will create a new request. Okay, so if I click on this, new untitled request will be get created, and I will go to my Swagger API, Swagger UI bookstore API, and over here you can see inside the account section I have one get method where the endpoint is our same as we have seen. This is our first base URL. I will just copy that my base URL over here, and after that we have slash account slash v1 slash user and then slash UUID. Okay, so I will just copy that part as well. Just hit copy and I will send. Okay, paste that over here. Okay, so I have to remove one slash. Okay, now there are two ways by which you can specify your path parameters in Postman. Okay, I will show you both of them one by one. So and let's try to understand. Okay, so the first way is you just go ahead and straight forwardly pass the user ID that you are trying to fetch. Okay, so let me just give you overview first what this get method is doing. This get method is getting the user ID over here. We have to give the user ID instead of this UUID, and it it is getting that user and fetching that user and giving us back. Okay, so what is this get method is doing? It is receiving one user ID and giving us the all the details regarding to that user. Okay, so if I just go ahead and if I go inside of previous calls. Okay, so I have created this user over here in a previous video itself, and I will just copy the user ID for this user. Just I will just copy this, and if I hope you have watched our previous video. So if you haven't watched that video, go and watch, then and then only you will get what is happening in this video. Okay, so if I once I copy that, I will just come here, and I will just cut out that curly braces UUID, and I will just paste my user ID over here. But one more thing, as soon as I hit send, I should get error. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting error 401 unauthorized. Likewise, as we have seen our previous video, for getting or for assigning the books to that user, we have to pass the authorization token of that user to this request. Okay, so likewise we have to pass one authorization token for this get method as well. Okay, so we will quickly generate one authorization token for the user, for this user. Okay, so I will go again, I will go here, and for generating the authorization token, this is the URL, and inside the body raw we have to pass the username and password for that user, and inside the headers nothing we have to pass. And if I just hit send, it should give me the token for that user, right? So I will go in, come here inside the raw, and I will just copy this token from here for that user. Okay, and I will get back to my get method call. Okay, and now how to pass this authorization token, as we have seen in our previous video also. We will just go inside headers, and we will click here key, and key is authorization, and the value is BEARER, barrier, one space, and then your authorization token. Okay, so this is how you can pass the header parameters of authorization with the request that you are trying to fetch. And then after that, now if I hit send, I should get the user. Okay, you can see as soon as I give the authorization token for that user, I I can easily fetch the entire details of that user. So it contains the user ID, username, and any book that we have assigned to that user. Since this is a new user, I haven't assigned any books to that user. So the blue books array is empty. It doesn't contain any ISBN object, JSON object inside that. Okay. So now this is the one way by which you can pass the path parameters to the URL, and one more way by which you can pass the path parameters is using the post. The second method is pretty good. You see, now you have to pass the user ID, right? So instead of passing that hard-coded user ID over here, I will just come into my params, which is the now I can see only the query parameters, right? And but as soon as I get into my URL, and I write colon user ID, you can see path variables are getting created inside my params. Okay, and the key that they will be giving is user ID. Whatever you write after that colon over here is considered as a key, and its value should be the uh, user ID that we are getting from here. We will pass that user ID over here, and what it does is it's just shortened your URL, right? So you are in a previous request, URL gets so big, and it's very hectic to understand what is going on, what is this entire string. So instead of doing that, you can use this amazing feature of the Postman, that's path variables, by using just colon and giving the key value pairs. Okay, so similarly as we have done over here, we need to pass the authorization. Okay, so I will just copy this authorization token, and I will just pass that similar kind of authorization over here, since the user is same as we have passed in a previous request. And now if I hit and send, you can see the same object I am getting, what I get over here. So these are the two ways by which you can fetch a user, or you can fetch a user from using the path parameters in Postman. Okay, one is the Postman way, like we have seen the query parameters. Likewise, we pass the path parameters as well by using the colon, and then the key that you have set. Whatever I write, it should get converted as a key, or interpreted as a key. And second way is the traditional way, or the straightforward way. We just come here and paste the user ID inside the URL. So I hope you got the both the ways, and if you have any problem, do post your comments in the comment section, and I hope you're liking this series of Postman. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.